All right, guys. We're gonna get started in just a moment. I'm just finishing up here. Let's see who's here. Con is here, Grace is here, and we're missing Mr. Oliver, but I'm sure he will be here soon. Okay. Oh, Oliver's here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. You guys can turn on your videos for now. Go ahead and turn on your videos and original sound so that we can get started with all of that. Welcome in, Oliver. All right, let me share this over with you guys. Screen. ES1. I don't think you're ES1, Con. That would be a very, 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 very difficult piece for an ES1 student. But we'll start with you since officially you are, I guess. All right. Let me pass it over to you, Con, and then whenever you're ready, you can announce your name and piece.
My name is Con, and I will be playing The Swirling Brook.
All right, great job. That was really nice. Let's clap it up for him. Really well done. It looks like you just started it too, just a few days back. So good job on the reading. We'll come back to you in a moment. We're going to keep moving forward. Next up, I'm going to pass over to Oliver.
My name is Oliver, and I'll be playing Arabesque.
Fine. This is very good. Let's clap it up from. I noticed you were doing it from memory, right? You're doing it from memory?
I'm not doing it
Oh,
from memory.
oh, you have your music in front of you? Oh, okay. Because I noticed that you had some stops and pauses. Oh, okay. So if you're doing it with music, then you can still work on those transitions, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but not bad at all. And let's go on to Grace. And Grace, I think you're playing through all of it today, right? Or no, just the first 3 pages?
Well,
The last page is one line.
Yeah, let's do the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Oh, my name is Grace and I'm playing Watch What Happens Part 2.
All right, round of applause, especially with the new changes that we made. That's pretty good for today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back up to the first performance. And Con, you did really good for a draft. I know you just started today. I wanted to take a look at the transition between the second line and the third line. And I don't want to know what the right notes are. I don't really care about that. I want to know how to transition from here to here. So how should we think about that transition there? What's the move there? And anybody can answer. Anybody can answer this one. What's the move? Your thumb is on A above middle C, and then your thumb is there. What is that? Anybody know? Crickets. Okay. I'll say the same question again. Your thumb is on A, and then your thumb is on treble C. What's the distance between those two notes? Anybody know the distance?
A half note.
Grace? Half note is the distance? Half note is
Wait,
not
no.
the distance.
Whole note. Sorry. Whole note.
Whole note. Okay, whole note I think is a rhythm. I think you might be thinking of like whole step. That's also not correct. Whole note equals 4 beats. I think maybe I'm not speaking correctly here. Let me say it in a different way. So your thumb is on A, right? That's the position. Everyone find that position. To get to the next position, Grace, did you want to answer?
Is it a skip?
Yeah, just a skip, right? We're going up by a skip. This is not, maybe you guys got a little bit confused. It's not really a complicated question. It's pretty simple. That's the easy part, right? The easy part is just figuring out the distance. Now, and the direction is up, obviously. So the movement is called a what? Movement is called a shift. So we're going to shift by a skip, and that's the symbol that we use. Okay, so practice that now. And it's not that you didn't do it right. I just want to make sure that you know what you're doing. There's a difference between knowing what you're doing and doing it right. we obviously want both of those. So let's just try that now. Maybe you guys can start with, and everyone should play this. Start here. So Oliver and Grace, you also should start here with your third finger on treble C. Second finger is on B, just below treble C, just only right hand. Play B, C, D, E, B, C, D, E, A with your thumb. Then you're going to shift by a skip so that you have your new position, which is finger one on treble C. Let's just practice that shifting. And once you have it, we'll play it. Con, you want to go first?
Okay.
Just right hand, just right hand.
So
Wait, so finger two is on B, right? That's going to be the starting note.
huh? Oh.
Yeah. Okay, good. Can you do that without looking down?
Okay. Oh.
Okay. All right, try to, let me say it again. Let's see. Can you do it without looking down?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, yeah, even if you miss it, it's okay with me. Great. Okay, Grace, go for it. Yeah, fine. You missed the last note here, but that was good overall. And Oliver, go for it. Yeah, easy, easy. Okay. And the most important thing here, that the reason why I brought this up, I don't want you guys just to have the right notes. I want you guys to also understand the movement patterns. It's really, really valuable. Okay, speaking of movement patterns, today's all about movements during transitions in the music. So you have a really tricky transition here, where your right hand is not moving, but your left hand is moving, Oliver. So here you finish with this A minor chord, and then you move here. What's the name of the move? Anybody can answer. Your thumb is on B in the left hand here, but your starting position is your thumb is on E.
Is it a thumb shift?
It is a shift. Yeah, his shift. You can think of it as a thumb shift if that helps you, but you want to think about where you're going to. I would think of it here. So let me simplify this all for you. Remember, there are always multiple answers. I think you could say that this is a shift by a fourth. I think it's a little bit weird to say that. The smarter way that I probably would teach you guys to think about this, the cleaner way, maybe it's not about smarter now, it's just cleaner. Everyone play an A minor chord in your left hand. And the very next position that you're going to, your third finger is leading the way with the G sharp. The G sharp is the very, very closest note to your pinky. You see it? So right where your pinky is right now, your pinky is on A. The G sharp is on just the very next note to the left. So I would think of this as a jump to G sharp. You're jumping to G sharp. It's beyond your hand position, so it can be considered a jump. Jump to G sharp. Can you guys try that one time? Actually, Oliver, since you're your piece, can you try it real quick? Right, but the rhythm is bum, bum, ba-da, ba-da, bum. Right, so since that's a little bit too fast for you, why don't you play the chord notes slower to compensate for that? Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Right, and when you're playing that da 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 dum, try to keep your wrist relaxed so that your fingers can move quickly. That's it. And if you go down to up, so down to up, dee da 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 dum, Da 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 dum. Start with a low wrist and then go forward. Dee da 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 dum. Almost start low and only go high, starting from the last two notes. Down to up, just the last two notes. Da. Almost even later. Can you go even later forward? Yeah, and let go. Don't feel like you need to hold on to the G sharp. You'll get a nice crisp texture at the end. Be da 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 dum. Yeah, even crisper, almost like you touched a hot stove by accident. You're like, oh, that's really hot. That's it. Great. Do you hear the texture? Do you hear the texture on the end of that note? It's like a really crisp texture, like a crunchy French fry. We want that texture. Can we go from the A minor chords now? And we'll have everyone else do it. Go ahead. Excellent, excellent, excellent. It's really good. Yeah, play like that all the time. That'll give you a really good texture in your left hand. Grace, can you go for the same thing? Bum, bum, ba da ba da bum. So yeah, you got that part right. But your A minor chord sounds a little bit funny. Play it one more time.
Wait,
So it's A, C, and E. Oh, I see what's happening. Your third finger should be on middle C.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit, that's a jump down to G sharp.
Uh,
Oh, but it's a jump down to G sharp.
oh,
So to
that
the
makes-
left. Yeah. But da 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 da. You had the same first problem that he had. Da 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 da. That's it. Yeah. And con. Nice. You guys are all doing really well. This is great. Okay. Last but not least, Miss Grace. And you had a lot of, it's just so many. Whoever arranged this was ridiculous. I don't know why they expected so much. Okay, so let's talk about one of the most tricky movements of this piece. Where was that one spot that like tripped us up? This thing here. I think this movement is really difficult to get to. So you kind of got tripped up on it. Let's talk about it. This part is easy. The slide thing is fine. It's when you're going from here to here that I just think it's very uncomfortable because you're having, wait, sorry, actually that's the wrong one. This one, here to here. That's very uncomfortable and it messes you up. And I understand why. So how do we do this movement? This part you're fine, right? This is a single stretch to a natural position back to a single stretch. This is all fine. How do we get from here to here? It's a really difficult position to find. This is where you made that big error and you got confused with this, and then you recovered after this, you were fine. But right here it was tricky. There are no common notes, right? We have no common notes. So how can we think through this position? It's not, the other thing to mention, it's not beyond our hand position, it's within our hand position. So there's something, this is not necessarily a move. You can say that it's a shift. I would think of this as a shift because it's within your hand position. And the note that we're shifting to is B flat. Okay. Now it's just like if you said jump to G sharp, shift to B flat. It's within our hand position. We're shifting to the B flat. And that B flat is just in a B flat natural position. B flat, C, and F. It's all there. So I want you guys to try this. Your thumb is on F to start it, just above middle C. And then your thumb is going to B flat. And that motion is a little bit tricky, but keep in mind you are in a stretch position to start. There's a really tricky moment here because there's nothing to hold on to. It's like a certain rock climbing challenges that you have when you're bouldering. There are things that you can do that are common. And then there's sometimes you just have to like jump. This is one of those moments in piano where you don't have anything to hold on to. So you have to just kind of jump within the hand position. So we're in a stretch position. We're going within the position to a B flat. So you're gonna just look down for a second, keep your eye on the B flat, and thankfully your left hand goes nowhere. So you don't have to worry about your left hand. Just play the right hand only here and try to find that B flat position, the suspension here. So starting from thumb on F, pinky on D, Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what are you doing? Do you notice what you're doing? Do you just spot the B flat with your eye?
I think it's more of like a natural move in a way.
No, but
Right?
where do your eyes go? Try to notice where your eyes go.
I think I look more towards where my thumb is than my pinky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your thumb is on B flat.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, that? Or
So your thumb is on F, right?
yeah.
Okay, so play the F with your thumb. And then pinky is on D, right? And then
Yeah.
here you're gonna go your thumb to go to B flat. Hmm.
Oh.
Hmm. Yeah. Dun 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 dun, ba, dun, dun. Yeah, so when you make this motion, where are you looking? Try to notice it.
More towards my thumb and less with my pinky.
Yeah, so that's where you want to look. So it's a shift towards the B flat, and you're going to keep your eye on your thumb. Knowing how you do something is potentially even more important than the actual outcome, because then you can replicate that in all other areas that you're doing. All right, gentlemen, you want to try it? Anyone want to try it? It's a tricky move, but you guys got this, I'm sure. Con?
I didn't really get it.
Yeah, try it. Put your thumb on F. I'll walk you through it. Thumb on F. Pinky is on D. Play that opening sixth stretch position. And then notice where your thumb is. Your thumb's on F, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to jump to what, or not jump, you're going to shift within the position to B flat, going up and to the right. And your pinky is going to go to F, which is just a little bit further than it is now. Your second finger is going to fall into place, and you're going to play 1, 2, and 5. So B flat, C, F. Yeah, that's it. You got it. So that you can see how difficult that move is, right? Because there's nothing to hold on to.
Yeah.
You have to just quickly move with your eyes and then kind of feel the position you're going into. Oliver, you want to try it? That's it. Good. I can tell you were practicing just now. Well done. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the main thing of class today was to look for all those transitions that you have in those pieces that you're learning, try to understand the movement, and then make that movement a very common or comfortable feeling for yourself. But in order to do that, you have to understand what the movement is. So whether it's a jump, or it's a shift, or a finger switch, or something else, even outside of the position, whatever it may be, or if it's a poly move, there are a lot of possibilities. Talk with your teacher whenever you're trying to break these things down so that you can build confidence on those really difficult, like the crux of the pieces or the most difficult spots of the pieces. All right, until next